chords, it's basically, and in this video we're just going to look at the intro and the strumming pattern. Pretty much the strumming pattern stays the same throughout, so I'm going to kind of just work on that, and it's just a great exercise just for your right hand. It's 16th notes, but it's heavily accented, and it's a neat accented pattern. And you can play it a couple of ways. Now it's a C. Now he's going to add, so here's your normal C major open chord. You're going to put your pinky down on the 3rd fret of the D string, so you're getting that F, which is a suspended 4th. So it's a C sus 4, and I like kind of hammering onto that for the. So I'm hammering on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6, I'm taking it off. I'm taking the suspended 4th off to the major 3rd just for the C. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Pattern after that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba da ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So those accented notes are always going to be on a downbeat. So it's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 6 and then 1 is your heavily accented. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2. So now it seems to me that the sound of his guitar seems like he's got heavy strings, maybe like a jazz type, medium acoustic strings. And he's playing it, I think he's playing the C voicing up a little bit higher. So if we made a C major bar chord with our C major root on the 8th fret, just your standard major bar chord here, he's really just playing the top half of that bar chord. So 3rd fingers at the 10th fret of the D, 2nd fingers at the 9th fret of the G. Your 1st finger is going to bar the B and the E string at the 8th fret. Now, to get that, and that's your C major, right? It's basically just that top half of the C major bar chord. Now you're going to add your pinky on the 10th fret of the G string. Now it's just like this sus 4 here on this C. Here's your C major, here's your C sus 4. You're adding that F. Same thing here. And I like hammer on that first one again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, if you're having trouble with that hammer on, just keep the suspended for 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take the suspended off for the C major. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. So it's a very interesting. Your right hand's pretty much 16th notes the whole time, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. So you want to think of all that motion coming from your wrist, okay? It's not an arm. It's not from the arm. It's a very tight and controlled motion from the wrist. So you're really, and with this C major voicing, you're really just from the D string, you know, D, G, B, and E. It's a very small motion, right? I'd recommend using a very light gauge pick. This I use kind of heavy jazzer picks, but I like to play a lot of you know, individual notes as opposed to strumming. So a light gauge pick will help you, and you really just want to get the tip of that pick. It's just a nice light touch, but it's quick. It's you know, when you start doing it, do it very slow and precise. You know, you want to do 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. You want to start. You want to do it super slow, and make sure you're really getting that extra emphasis on this, on, you know, those highlighted notes there. You know, when you play along with the song, you're like, wow, it's pretty quick, so it creeps up on you, but just work on that nice and slow. It's a great exercise for developing, you know, and actually the more strength you get in the right hand, the more dynamic your range will become. It's easier, the stronger you get, the lighter the touch you'll be able to get on there, and you're just, and it just becomes easier. So it's great. This tune is a great exercise for your right hand and also your left hand. You know, doing bar chords. A lot of people struggle with bar chords now, as opposed to me doing this C major bar chord here and adding the pinky for the sus. You're really just barring two strings, so it's a good introduction to bar chords, getting these higher voicings. But also practice it in your C major open chord voicing as well. Minor's the second chord. It's that same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now I recommend when you're first starting out with it, just barely lay your left hand over the strings. Mute those strings. Get a metronome going, and you can go online and just type in metronome on Google, and you'll get online metronomes if you don't have one. And you know, do it nice and slow, so you're just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and even slower than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you get that pattern going. And it's just great workout for the right hand and also for starting your bar chords with that left hand voicing. So cool. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy. Have fun with it. See you next time.